What's going on YouTube? Back with another transfer talk video onto Hull City, and I look at their team and there's no way that they should be going down in my opinion. It is far too good of a team. They've got a brilliant balance of youth and experience, and there is honestly no reason why they should be going down. Um, they're struggling to score goals, they're struggling to win games at the minute. And I look back to the managerial history of Steve Bruce. This happened kind of at Sunderland where he had a little bit of money to spend and they just were not playing well. He put a team together and they weren't doing it. He had a fantastic season last year. He got him to the FA Cup final, debut season in the Premier League, finished fairly comfortably. My wonder is whether there are too many players and he doesn't really know his best team, and that's what I kind of get from looking on the outside in. McGregor, yeah, he's not the best keeper in the world. He'll do. Davis and Dawson, bags of experience between them. Davis was absolutely phenomenal last season. Dawson getting on a bit, but he's still got that experience, as I said. And with Davis, he's not a slouch, and they can cover. You would think they could complement each other. You got two fullbacks who are fairly good on the ball and will get forward. I really do like young Robertson. You got Brady who can go and potentially get you goals. Livermore, for me, he doesn't offer a lot. I'm not quite sure what he does, to be honest. He's not a small boy. He can win the ball back, I suppose, and maybe that is his job, to go and win the ball and give it to this guy who can pass it, Tom Huddleston. But for me, he's lazy. He really is. When I was seeing him this year, he has been lazy as anything. Yeah, you see there his work rates FIFA got that spot on. But if you give him time, he's almost like a quarterback when he pings passes over. But does he really have the runners in front of him? There's been a lot of talk of Gerrard not being able to recreate what he did last year, but that for me is because he hasn't got Sturridge and Suarez making those runs when he's looking up, and there's not many players there who, for me, would look to get in behind. Ince would want the ball to feet and to take people on. Perhaps Diaby could run inside, but again, he's not really that one to make the runs in the channels. He likes to pick the ball up and run with it. And Brady, again, he likes the ball to feet. So Huddleston might have been rated, I know, being wasted a little bit, and maybe they should try and get someone in to utilise his passing abilities, because don't get me wrong, he can pass the ball as well as anyone, but if you ain't got an option to pass it to, it ain't gonna happen for him. The army I really like. The more you can play him and get him scoring goals, I'd push him further up the field because he's strong and he can cause some danger for me. He's a really, really big lad and a very, very good signing. I was quite surprised and envious of Hull when they did get him. And then Jelavic up front. He can be inconsistent. I do think he's a good striker. He's got very good technique. He's got a bit of everything really. He can finish. He's not bad in the air. He's not the weakest, he's got a bit about him, so not bad. Maybe the pace side of it lets him down a little bit. Now look on the bench, it's a good bench. You've got experience right the way through. Steve Carper, possibly the best substitute keeper Premier League has ever seen. You go Figueroa, Rosenor, James Chester, who of course scored at Wembley last season. Alex Bruce, son of Steve Bruce. Find that a bit strange, I think he was with him at Birmingham as well. Is he really that good of a player? I'm not too sure. I don't think he's in too badly. You got Quinn and Myler on the bench as well. You can come and they work hard. Maybe you can play him with Huddleston as well, and that kind of makes up. Ramiro has a little bit of quality. Not done too much though at Hull so far. Snodgrass, I know he's been out for the whole season, which has been a shame because I do like Snodgrass. He can get forward quick on that left foot and get goals. Sonny Aluko, not a bad player. Sagbo don't really rate too highly. And then you've got Hernandez, the £10 million signing. When I've seen him and when he's been up for it, he looks a really good player. He can head a ball, he can finish, he's quick. He could be fantastic. Is his attitude right though? Does he work hard enough? I think that's the big thing, if he's going to be playing up front on his own, he's got to look to work harder, particularly in this Premier League. So I was a bit like, who should they get in Hull? Where do they need to strengthen? Maybe they could get rid of one or two players. I'm not sure. I genuinely. There is someone that you have been linked with, an £11 million. I don't think it's going to happen now, but you were linked with him. Um, Sorry, and his name was. Sorry. Um, Jordan Rhodes, of course. There was an £11 million asking price, I think, from Blackburn for Jordan Rhodes. He's a player I've heard a lot about. You know, he's only a fairly young lad. You know, 23 or 24, I think he is now. Um, and perhaps you're just lacking that bit of quality up top, but I don't think that's going to happen now. It probably would have been a decent signing for City. But yeah, there's no one else you've really been linked with. What's going on with Ben Arthur, I really don't know. I've left him out of the squad today because I don't know what's going on with him. He didn't really do much there. So, will they stay up? I'm not too sure at all, you know. Steve Bruce is an experienced manager. Um, I still think they're going to struggle this season, even though I'm looking at this squad and thinking there's no way they should go down. What do you Hull fans think? Do you think you'll go down? Do you want a new manager? Where do you need to strengthen? Because I'm looking at that team. I know I keep saying it. I'm looking at the team and I don't know where you need to strengthen. You've got two decent fullbacks to get for. You've got two decent centre backs. You've got three very good midfield players there. Maybe a winger. Maybe you could look. I know you got Snodgrass, who's a big miss. Well, Hernandez can play out on the left as well. I've seen him play there for Uruguay, so I really don't know. Hull fans, let me know what you're thinking. Get back to me. I'll get back to everyone. I'm really going to try and get these videos on as quickly as I can now. So there'll be a few coming, hopefully in the next few days. I need to get them out before the 2nd of February and before the transfer window closes. So yeah, I'll see you hopefully on the next one.